You're listening to Body Confident Friday, the place to be for tools, strategies, and perspectives to help you feel more comfortable and confident in your body. I'm Judy Craddock, the Body Confidence Coach, author of the Little Book of Body Confidence, and creator of the Body Confidence Journey, the coaching program for women who want to stop chasing the perfect body and embrace the one that they are in. Welcome to the show. Today I want to talk about what you can do when your partner criticises your looks. If your partner criticises your looks, it's a horrible situation to be in. And I'm not talking about the odd playful comment, but constant comments and criticisms that leave your body image and self-esteem on the floor. And I know how it feels because I've been there. I spent 4.5 years with a partner who put my looks down, and I constantly felt like I had to work on my appearance to live up to his standards, and nothing was ever good enough. He'd tell me I had a tubby tummy, hairs on my chin, that I wore the wrong clothes and colours, and the list was endless. And just thinking about it now still takes me back to that dark place I was in. And that was a place where I felt like the problem was with me and my body, that I wasn't good enough and that I wasn't worthy enough to be with this man. So if you are in this situation, I do get it. I understand, I empathise, but I want you to know that you are not the problem and you don't have to put up with a critical partner. So if your partner is criticising your looks and you don't know what to do about it, I've got 3 strategies and perspectives that will help. So first of all, know that you are not the problem. Now, the moment I figured out the real reason my partner was criticising my looks, it was a light bulb moment. Now, because I was caught up in blaming myself for not being attractive, fit or sexy enough, I had missed what was really going on. And that was that the problem wasn't with me, it was with him. It occurred to me that when a partner criticises your looks, it's often a way for them to feel better about themselves. Now, early on in our relationship, my partner and I had confided in each other all the things that we weren't confident about. And one of my things was my looks, because I had been bullied about my appearance from an early age in primary school. But it never occurred to me that he would then use what I'd shared with him against me. But by picking on something that he knew would make me feel small, unattractive and insignificant, he was able to feel better about himself. So if your partner criticises your looks, ask what might be going on for them. Is it possible that they're trying to feel better about themselves by putting you down? Or maybe they're worried that you will leave them, and so they use the criticism to keep you where you are. If you believe that nobody else will want you, you're more likely to stay with them. So that's the first strategy, to know that you are not the problem. The second is to take a stand. Now, as soon as I realised what was behind the criticism, I called my partner out on it, and I told him what I thought was the reason for his behaviour and that I wasn't prepared to put up with it anymore. And at first he didn't admit that he was criticising me to feel better about himself, but a few days later, once he thought about it, he did realise that that was the case. And I don't think he was consciously aware of what he was doing when he was criticising me, but on a subconscious level, his mind was trying to protect him and doing what it could to improve his self-esteem. So, just pointing the behaviour out to your partner might be enough to put an end to it, or at least it opens the door to a conversation about what is going on for them and how you can support them. But if you want to put a stop to the criticism, you do need to be firm about what you like to happen and the consequences if it doesn't. So, for example, you might say, look, I am no longer prepared to listen to these unkind or derogatory remarks about my appearance, and if these persist, I will break up with you, for example, or move out. So that's the second strategy, to take a stand. And the final and third strategy is to re-examine your relationship. And this is probably the hardest one to do, but I think it's a necessary one to look at. Because a loving relationship is based on love, respect, and acceptance. And when your partner is constantly putting you down, they're not being loving, respectful, or accepting. And for me, even though I did take a stand against my partner's critical behaviour, I still didn't feel that he fully accepted or loved me, or at least not in the way that I needed. So I realised that I couldn't trust him with my vulnerabilities, and I took the difficult decision to end the relationship. Well, it was difficult at the time, it doesn't feel difficult now. So in examining your relationship, ask yourself if this relationship is what you really want. Does it make you feel safe and loved? And if your partner can address their critical behaviour, that's great. But if they can't, or you feel that too much damage has already been done, it's time to move on to someone who's going to treat you in the way that you truly deserve to be treated. And that is with love, respect, and acceptance, because everybody deserves that. And that's exactly what I did. I moved on. And today I've been married for nearly 15 years to a wonderful man who accepts me, warts and all. So that's it. 3 strategies to help you when your partner criticises your looks. And while it's not possible to control how your partner behaves, you can control your own behaviour. So decide what you will and won't tolerate in your relationship and take action. And if you're struggling with your body image and it's affecting your relationship, your career, or your social life, I can help you. On my coaching program, The Body Confidence Journey, we look at all the things that could be sabotaging your relationship with your body, and that includes your relationship with your partner and what you can do about it. So if you want to know if the program is a good fit for you, you can book a call by following the link wherever you are listening. Now, I want to just end this episode on a cautionary note, and that is that if you are being subjected to put downs and criticisms that make you fear for your physical or your emotional safety, please tell someone. Make sure you get the help that you need, because it is never acceptable to be subjected to emotional or physical abuse. That's all I've got for this episode of Body Confident Friday. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to catch you next time.